Hi, this is Katie. Sure, you're getting sick of my voice, but I want to walk you through some of these steps and some of these activities that you may need help with. So we're moving on in Chapter 2 to page 66, and we're going to install Server Core. So this may take about an hour or so, 30 minutes, the same as it did when we installed Server 2 and Server 1. So I'll pause and go back, so the video might not be that long. But again, we've already configured our settings in Virtual Player, so make sure you've done that correctly. And we are going to play this virtual system. Well, actually, no, we can't, because we have to go to Edit Virtual Settings, and then make sure that's set to host only. Okay, CD, this is where we have to pick our ISO. So if you are using the CD-ROM, that'll do auto detect. I'm using an ISO, so I need to browse to where my ISO is. You do the same, desktop. These are my interesting files. There's my server. And while I'm at it, I better grab my key. Hold on, let me pause. I've already shared it. Okay, make sure you have your license key handy because you're going to use that for this. So now I have that. Okay, and then I'll play my server core. So this is the first time we've set this up, or we're installing it. This activity itself does not give you step-by-step instructions because it's very similar to the previous two installations that we did. So if you need the steps 1 through 6, the beginning installation steps, then go back to activity 2-1 in this book where it talks about installing Windows Server R2. The only step that's going to be different here is that we select Server Core instead of the GUI. So I'm going to go Next, Install Now. Should have my license screen. Wait there for a minute. I put my key in. Okay, I put in my license key, and this is the difference between the previous servers. We're going to install core installation. So data center, sorry for that noise. Okay, I could, no, I won't strangle my husband right now, but now is not a good time to be cutting the lawn. Select server core. I'm going to accept my license agreement. I'm going to go through this because you don't have a lot of settings. Okay, before we had gone to advanced and selected that, and then next, and then it starts the installation. So I'm going to pause the video and go make dinner and let him finish mowing the grass so you don't have to hear that. And then I'll pick up when my server core is installed. While you're installing server core, the rest of the activities in this chapter deal with core, so you have to get it installed and understand what it is. So while you're doing that, unless you have to cut the grass or make dinner as well, then why don't you read on page 65 what server core is about and how it, I can't talk anymore, he's too loud. Basically, I'm so sorry, I'm not starting this video over because I've started videos over about 100 times today. But on page 65, it explains briefly what server core is. Basically, it's the preferred operating mode for managing the system. So it's an alternative to GUI, and it speeds up some processes. So I'll pick up when the installation's done or my dinner's in the oven. do something fun while it's installing, learn something. Okay, that didn't take long, about 20 minutes, and my lasagna spaghetti sauce is cooking. Homemade. It's going to be good. So we are going to go on to step 2 on page 66, Control-Alt-Insert, and must be changed. Okay. Set your password for your administrator onto server core. And then after we log in, we'll see a command prompt instead of the server manager interface. So what we'll do over this semester, sometimes we'll work with server core. It's sometimes faster and more efficient to do processes than the GUI interface. So it's important to learn both. So here, step 4, we want to type sconfig in our command prompt and hit enter. And then here is the server configuration menu. So you are not using your mouse. You're going to use your keypad and your options. For now, it says type in option 15, which is exit back to the command line. And then to shut down the server core, well, before you do that, probably for this activity, you might want to take a screenshot of this window here that you have up, so that, or something that shows that the server core was installed. And then use option 14 in the server configuration menu, or type shutdown /s/t0, and my server shutting down. So that is the installing server core, and the rest of the activities you'll go through and change your time, set up your IP, and you're going to do pretty much the same things that you did with the Windows Server 2, but you're going to. So thank you. We are ready to roll after this. We are going to go on with local and remote server management with with chapter 3 next week, and all of our servers should be configured and running properly at this point. Thanks.